You are watching Park Place. Versus King Power, enjoy it live on Cadre TV.
Welcome to Cowgie TV, day 6 of the Gold Cup here. Really excited to get underway the British Open. 2 days for you, 2 games today being streamed exclusively. The first of those two, King Power, 3 times winners of this British Open, taking on the reigning champions, Park Place. Some of the biggest names in world polo are going to be here at Cowgie today. On your screens, you see one of them there, Facundo Perez. It does not get any bigger than the reigning champion, 10-goal player Facundo Perez. With a new Park Place lineup, 2 England players. Matt Perry, you see there, has won this tournament alongside Facundo in the past. Taking on King Power. King Power, slightly changed lineup from what they went into the season with, but they will be coming out with this new lineup ready to go here. But Facundo Perez, what a day it is for him. Really excited to see him make his debut in the tournament. And there as well, England international James Harper. Big day, and we're just a few minutes from getting underway. See there, the King Power tent, like I say, 3 times winner of this tournament in the past. All of those alongside Facundo Perez as well. Finalist as well, one previous time with his brother Gonzalito. Gonzalito was meant to be part of the King Power lineup coming into this season, but an injury has forced a couple of changes, but they've looked very impressive. Gerard Del Carril and Manuel Elizalde coming in, taking the place of the son of James Harper, Will Harper, and Gonzalo Perez. So Park Place, as we said, winners of this tournament for the first time last year. Took home the US Open this year as well, over in the States. That team consisting of Hilario Joa and Juan Britos. So a changed lineup in the UK. Quarterfinalists in the Queen's Cup. Did not go as far as they were perhaps hoping. Please do join us on social media on this game. Polo Line OK on Instagram, Polo Line Int on Facebook, Polo Line on Twitter, and Polo Line OK on TikTok as well.
With both sets of players beginning to warm up on the ground. Warm welcome to all of those first-time viewers of the game today. I will take you through the rules as we go. The big ones to remember: 6 chukkers in this game. Each chukker will consist of 7 minutes. There will then be a buzzer. We will play 30 seconds at the end of each of those chukkers. Main rules of the game is to get the ball in between those 2 sets of goalposts at either end. No height limit, no speed limit. Can go as high as it needs to the ball. And after every goal is changed, players will come back to middle in some world change, so don't suddenly think they're heading off in the wrong direction. What a game we have for you. We will go through both lineups before the game gets underway, familiarise you with the runners and riders out on the field. But it is King Power, 3 times winners of this tournament, out there in the white shirts, taking on reigning champions Park Place, Andrew Borden, and his side playing in that royal blue.
So to take you to the 2 lineups. King Power then, they line up with top Shrivanapprabha. He plays at number 1 of 1 goal. Number 2 is Manuel Elizalde, the 6-goal player from Argentina. Brother of Fran Elizalde, we saw playing for Green Gates yesterday. Nico Perez at number 3 of 8 goals. And Gerard Del Carril playing at back of 7 goals. playing in that Park Place side. They return Andre Borodin at number 1 of naught goals. Number 2, new to the team this year, is Matt Perry of 5 goals. Number 3 is Facundo Perez of 10 goals. And playing it back is James Harper of 7 goals. So those are your 2 lineups. Interesting fact for you, Matt Perry and Herodel Kirill. So just see the 2 umpires as well, Peter Wright, Ben Turner, Jason Dixon, your 3rd man here in the stand. As I was saying, Matt Perry playing for Park Place today, Herodel Kirill playing for King Power. They were part of the Dubai side, beaten by Park Place in this final last year. One of them joining the Royal Blues, one of them coming up against them. But the ball about to go in play, the first of our 6 chukkers, and it will be Park Place heading towards the scoreboard end. Umpires will just wait for the gap. Ball goes in play, and straight away it's stuck in the middle of the line. Now, who's going to come away with the play? It looks like King Power in possession with Elizoudi, giving it now to Nico Perez. Perez, the captain, taking on Harper, who waits as well. There is Borodin. Long drive down the ground, but going back in defence here is Matt Perry for Park Place. Top comes in on the near side. Perry takes away the hook and now turns it round, looking to take on Nico Perez. Now in comes Facundo Perez, looking to go around both Elizoudi and Nico Perez. Eventually it falls back here now for a runner in Del Carril. Del Carril coming across, and we have the first whistle of the game. Del Carril, it was coming down. You see Andre Borodin in the yellow hat just got a little bit stuck with that backhand being played. Del Carril claiming the line. Borodin had no play on the ball, so it's going to be a close penalty here in favour of King Power. So Nico Perez so good from this penalty spot. He'll be coming round. Undefended, of course, 30-yard big chance here for the team in white. So Nico Perez, his horse didn't make life easy for him, but we do have the opening goal of the game, and it goes in favour of King Power. Coming back to the centre of the ground, first penalty of the game for Nico Perez. King Power, they have already played once in this tournament, winning by the narrowest of margins against Monterosso in their first game. This is the debut this year of Park Place, so they need to get going quickly here with Facundo Perez. Facundo now using the blocker in Harper as Facundo Perez just takes it. Now look for runner James Harper down the centre of the ground. Harper wants it. It deflects off the pony there of Elizoudi, who comes back onto the play, spinning it round in front of Matt Perry. Now there with Harper with the backhand, just hitting a couple of ponies, and coming round onto it now on the grey is Del Carril. Del Carril, a little bit of time, just under 2 minutes played here in the first of our 6 chukkers as Del Carril uses a blocker there in Elizoudi. Now sends it out left, but well cleared out there by the Park Place players. And here now is Harper. Harper turning it back round, appealing for a foul, but it's stolen away by Del Carril. Del Carril dummies the backhand, brings it round the corner for himself. Now sends a ball down the ground. He was looking for Top, but it was just left a little bit short, so he's got to get there back again on the near side, which he does. Still here now with Del Carril. Brought away now by Facundo Perez. Perez slows it down, sends a big shot down the ground, looking for Matt Perry on the run. Matt Perry has Nico Perez to deal with, who comes back now, taking it here towards the grandstand. Perry and Nico Perez, big bump and a ride-off by Matt Perry, who brings it forward one time and leaves it now for his fellow England international Harper. Stolen off them both here by Manuel Elizoudi. Elizoudi has a trio of players all putting on the pressure, and brought away now again by Nico Perez. Watch how he just taps the ball onto the inside. Now slows it down, coming towards him now, taking him on. Younger brother taking on older brother, but still there with Nico Perez, taking it up into the 60. Waiting for him there is Matt Perry. Good play by Perry, who hits the open backhand down the border. Now first chance to see Facundo Perez go. Facundo Perez sends a pass down the ground, and it's Harper who's got away. James Harper taking on Elizoudi. Elizoudi needs to get back quick as James Harper goes for a big shot up into the 60. He sent it wide out right. And coming back now in defence, leaning in hard there is Elizoudi. Big chance coming in as substitute for this King Power side, Manuel Elizoudi, as it's here now on the near side with Harper. Didn't get the distance on it, and Borodin has no play on it. Coming down on that line Facundo Perez drawing in the whistle from the umpire, so a few players go off and change ponies. It's going to be a penalty to 30-yard shot when we come back. Elizalde coming across the line, but Perez was coming down. So a big chance here for Park Place to get their first score of the tournament. So it is going to be Facundo Perez. Facundo Perez with the 30-yarder. No mistake at all. The goal is scored and King Power's lead has been pegged back. We're all tied on the board, 1 goal apiece. Players come back to middle, so just a couple of 30-yarders exchanged by both sides so far. Both so reliable. Facundo Perez, Nico Perez, the two brothers from the penalty spot. Like I say, Gonzalito, the third brother, was supposed to be out there for King Power, but injury put paid to that. So Manuel Elizalde and Herod Del Carril taking their chance. Ball goes in play once again. It's there on the near side with Del Carril. Couldn't get any distance on it, so it's here now again with Elizalde. Elizalde leaves it once again for Del Carril. Del Carril to the right-hand side of Harper. Now has a look down the ground to see where the runner is. Nico Perez waiting at the front for a pass, chooses to come back instead, thinking better of it, and you're going to see the King Power truck and trailer in motion now. To right-hand side goes Nico Perez with the big neck shot towards the goal, but watching it over the back line there is James Harper. With just over 2 minutes remaining here, the first of our 6 chukkers. Game just teetering on warm in terms of speed, in terms of getting going. Two of the most attacking sides in this tournament, just waiting really to open up so far as Harper taps the ball back into play. He sends it out right now, looking for Facundo Perez. Facundo taking on Nico, younger brother Nico, he leans in. Look how Matt Perry just takes away the man to give Facundo the time, and now he does send it long, and it's going to be there for Harper. Going back hard there is Elizalde, but it looks like Harper's just got the speed on the near side once, on the near side again is James Harper. What a beautiful goal, and that is the style of polo we want to be seeing. James Harper running away, a great pass it was by Facundo Perez. Under pressure, Harper all the way. Manuel Elizalde wasn't going to let him have a free ride, sends the ball through on the near side. The goal is scored. 2-1, Park Place reclaiming the lead. James Harper, 2 times winner of this tournament. Nico Perez looking to get there, but there before him was Facundo, and they're gone again. It's Facundo playing the playmaker, and Matt Perry now on the run. Is Perry getting away from Del Carril? Del Carril, he's got to be quick. It's Matt Perry pushing on the near side, but it's just wide to the right-hand side. Big chance there for Matt Perry, so dangerous in those types of situations. But it rolls over the back line, and it's going to be there for King Power again, under pressure here in this opening chukker. So here comes Del Carril. Look to the right-hand side. The blocking work being done to give the chance here for Nico Perez. It just got left a little bit short by Del Carril, but it does eventually come now for Nico Perez to bring it back round. Nico Perez under pressure all the way from Facundo. Still now Nico has looked behind him. Herod Del Carril giving him first support. Manuel Elizalde, he makes his way down the ground. Still there. Oh, but it's stolen by Facundo. Nico not going to give up the chase. The umpires didn't like what was done there. The whistle has been blown. It was Facundo Perez taking control of the ball, taking it away from his brother Nico. Nico just continued to push. It looks like he may well have come under the swing of Facundo as he was going for the backhand. Like I say, we have a third man who does have a benefit of a video replay as well, should there be any doubt on the field. And this one is indeed going to go in favor of Park Place. So just about 20 seconds remaining here in this first chukker. Park Place beginning to show what they can do on the run, and watch now for Facundo Perez. He's capable of hitting it from here if he wants to. Instead chooses to tap it once up to Elizalde, and now look at the distance on that by Facundo Perez, but it looks like it's gone harmlessly wide, this time to the left-hand side. An early sighter though for the 10-goal player, Facundo Perez. And King Power with the ball on the back line. We'll have time for one more play as Del Carril has a look. He sends the runners down the ground. He's got Nico Perez to his left-hand side. Down the centre of the ground goes Elizalde. Chasing Nico there. Again is Facundo. Oh, an older brother just put on the pressure enough, so Facundo brings it back round. Looking now to go to the left-hand side of Del Carril. Watch Matt Perry calling for the pass. Facundo Perez sends it up. Has he found it? This time just swapping sides of the goalpost this time round. Round to the right-hand side. The buzzer has been gone, so let's hear it then for both sides, ladies and gentlemen. What an opening chukker it is. And it's Park Place just out in front, 2-1. So you see there, Harper making his way off the field. One field goal for him. The other penalty by Facundo Perez. But Park Place really putting on some pressure. And they go into the first chukker break. 2-1 here on Cowdrey TV.
You are watching Park Place versus King Power. Enjoyed it live on Cowdrey TV.
So players then making their way back onto the field then, both sets of players. Couple of horses to look out for in this second chukker. Facundo Perez, he is on Van Nikita out there. James Harper, L'Oreal, a very familiar horse in the high goal circuit here at Cowdrey Park. L'Oreal, Van Nikita as well, as I say, with Facundo Perez. Herod Del Carril just making his way onto the field as well at the back. He is on Lucky in this second chukker. All of these players coming with 12 to 15 horses each to these games. You will see them constantly changing horses, looking to keep them fresh. It's a long old season. Queen's Cup. King Power got to the semi-finals, beaten out in the end. Park Place in the quarters. But with that pass, I think it was a pass anyway, that Facundo Perez hit at the end of the first chukker. We have King Power on the ball here on the back line. Play ready to get back underway, and it's going to be Herod Del Carril on Lucky. Del Carril, he sends it out left, looking straight away for the runner there in Nico Perez. Nico Perez has Elizalde going down the centre of the ground, wanting the pass, long drive by Perez. It's Elizalde to the left-hand side, the players really running now. Elizalde to tie us up, oh, he's left it behind, and it's going to be here with Facundo Perez. Look how cool he is in front of a goal mouth, using Matt Perry there as the blocker. Still here now with Facundo on the flyby there, takes it round. Watch for James Harper to pick up the backhand there from Facundo. Still now here with Harper. Cool play there by England International. Called back to the team alongside James Byam, who we saw for the Vikings yesterday, Tommy Beresford and Ollie Cudmore. That is your England team in the Coronation Cup this year, as it's here now with Andre Borodin. Stolen away now by Manu Elizalde. Elizalde slows it down. Behind him again comes Nico Perez. You will see these plays set up all day long. Lovely pressure there by Borodin. It looks like Borodin has stolen it. How about that from the number one for Park Place? And he finds the backhand as well. What a play that was by Andre Borodin, giving it now to Matt Perry. Matt Perry looking for his first goal of the game. Beautiful defence though by Nico Perez. They turn it back round. Turning back first is Harper. Called for the tail backhand again by Matt Perry. Matt Perry in between Del Carril and Top. It was Del Carril coming down at the line, teammates last year for the finalist Dubai. What a play it was though by Andre Borodin. But it was Matt Perry coming across in front of Del Carril. So it's going to be a penalty shot in favour of King Power. Just beginning to get running as well then, the team in white. Like I say, their second game of this tournament. They got very close in the first game, Monterosso against them, but King Power held on with a late goal by Nico Perez to take that victory. And it is going to be Hero del Carril. Another one of these young players really making an impression on the high goal circuit these past couple of years. So Del Carril, lovely long drive down the ground, straight away looking for Elizalde at the front. Elizalde taking on Harper. Harper was quick to it though with the open backhand. His top Shriven Apraba with a shot towards the goal, but the whistle has been blown. I think it may have gone through the centre, but the whistle blows before the score can count. We'll have a look here as the umpires place the ball back down on the ground, and it's going to be a spot hit top coming across in front of the defending players. So Park Place survive this time round and have the ball there with Harper, sending Nico Perez right. Oh, we dummied it. I don't think Nico Perez knew he was going to do that. Sorry, Facundo Perez. So he comes back now on for play for Park Place. Appealing for the foul was Elizalde, but they're not going to get it. So Park Place are gone. Sent down the ground by Facundo Perez, finding Harper. Harper with a beautiful pass down the ground, looking for Matt Perry. Matt Perry out in front, under pressure from Elizalde. Elizalde, big defensive play there by the Argentine in defense for King Power, as it's here now with Del Carril. Del Carril slows it down, still running through now for King Power. Picked up here by Perez. Perez just with a couple of taps, coming on to him quickly there, looking to take on Facundo Perez. Facundo Perez and Nico Perez, they're seeing plenty of each other in this game, the two players from Elestina. Picking up now is Del Carril. He leaves it in turn for Elizalde, but another whistle on the play. So this time coming away with it were King Power in defense. Riding underneath the swing of Elizalde was Facundo Perez, who's just asked for a little bit of time to go off and change onto a fresh pony, as have a few other players. So just with this break and play, a reminder first of our two games. It is the Midhurst Town Cup today, one of our favourite days here at Cowdrey Park. A warm welcome to everybody who've made their way to the grounds here, these famous Lawns ground. Here on Lawns 2 is where the final of this British Open will be held. The semi-finals taking place behind us on Lawns ground number 1. But it does just look like Facundo just having a stretch out on the back, asking the questions of the umpires, why that swing was allowed. So Facundo Perez, multiple winner, of course, of this tournament over the years. 3 of those times it was with King Power. Eleston as well here. Beaten finalist with them. La Bamba de Oreco, he won it with his brother Gonzalito. And last year, of course, with Park Place. Park Place last year was with Fran Elizalde, who we saw in that very impressive win yesterday as part of the Greengate side. So as players now back on the ground, we are going to be underway with a 40-yard penalty shot in favour of King Power and a chance to level us up. So Nico Perez, the penalty. Oh, I think he's hit it wide to the right-hand side. Nico Perez, you saw straight away it was Matt Perry coming across. He pointed to the right-hand side of the goalpost. So Park Place, they survive this time around. Players getting ready now for the knock-in. Watch for Facundo Perez for the right-hand side. He will get the ball. Matt Perry taking away the man to give Facundo this time. So Hero del Carril, he's drawn in. It's beautiful team polo here by Park Place, who look to go again with Harper. Harper slows the ball down on the boards. He's got Andre Borodin taking away top in front of him. So it's now there with Harper still. Facundo Perez and Herodel Carril fighting in behind. So he sends the ball long instead, looking for Matt Perry at the front. Unforced error there and left behind by Perez. In now comes Elizalde appealing for a foul. And the umpires obliged, blow the whistle. This one is going to go in favour again of King Power. It was Elizalde coming down the line, calling Del Carril off the play. You can see the intent, though, of this Park Place team very clear. Facundo Perez, one of the cleanest hitters of the ball in the world. We're seeing that today. Sending Harper, Matt Perry stretching the play. And don't discount the work being done by Borodin either. It's here now with Nico Perez. Herodel Carril. Del Carril looking for Perez in a little bit of space. He's got Elizalde doing the blocking work on Perry. Look how Elizalde just takes away Perry. Nico Perez sends the ball down the ground and it's top out in front of Borodin. Top's driven Apraba with the shot up into the 40, left it behind. The backup's not there as it's Harper taking it back towards his own goal line. He's going to want to be quick, and he is, but he's left it in play. And there in defense, look at Facundo Perez coming away in front of Nico. Facundo Perez drives it down the ground, being ushered all the way there on the boards by Del Carril. Still here though with Facundo. He's got one player in front of him, one to the side. Matt Perry calling for a pass, left short, picked up the air there by Elizalde, and they all leave it behind. Matt Perry getting there first in front of Herodel Carril. A groan from the crowd as we hear the whistle go again. It was Matt Perry picking up the line. A lot of hard work being done by Facundo Perez on the run. Del Carril just got caught. Matt Perry it was appealing for a foul, and it's going to be a close penalty now. End-to-end polo here in this British Open game. And it's Park Place with a chance to put some daylight between the two sides. Facundo Perez then looking to tee up this 30-yard penalty, penalty 2. Already seen one of these converted today to go alongside the field goal of James Harper. There's a big chance here to make it 3-1. Facundo Perez with the penalty. We have his third goal, or Park Place's third goal of the game, I should say. They lead by 2 now. 2.5 minutes remaining here in this second shaka. What a game we have in store for you at 3 o'clock as well. We have the finalists of the Queen's Cup. La Magdalene, Pablo McDonough taking on the protege Hector Castagnola and Dubai, last year's finalist. But here it is the turn of Facundo who's gone. It's Facundo Perez away out in front, being chased every step of the way. Oh, he's left it behind, Facundo. Left it behind on the doorstep, being called off the play. There was Nico Perez coming round now for King Power. Perez taking it up onto the inside there of Matt Perry. Looking to capitalise on that error by Facundo. So it's here now with Del Carril. Waiting at the front is Elizalde. Left again, though, for Nico Perez, who takes it to the right-hand side of Matt Perry. Matt Perry, though, not giving up the chase. In came Elizalde, who got the hook, and is here again with Nico Perez. Nico Perez now looking to get going under pressure from Facundo. Facundo steals it away from Nico again, but the umpires blowing another whistle on the ground. Just coming together and having a chat. It was Nico Perez taking on Facundo. Facundo just got a little bit of a bump behind the saddle. That's what he's claiming anyway. Took him to the bull. Nico Perez claiming the line was his. So as the umpires continue to discuss with the third man up in the cherry picker to my left, with that benefit again of the video replay. And looks like they're going to give it in favour of Park Place. So Nico Perez coming down the ground. He just tapped behind the saddle of his brother Facundo, and that's why the penalty has gone in favour here of Park Place, and it's going to be Facundo Perez with the tap. Facundo looking to take on Elizalde, who waits. Facundo just toying there with the number 2, and now he looks to go, picks up the ball out the air, just a little bit of a bounce. It's kind to Facundo. Look how he just manipulates that space to his left hand side, backhand high up into the air and far as well by Manuel Elizalde, looking for Del Carril, but quick there was Harper. Harper now into the final minute of this second chukker, as it's here still with Harper in front of Del Carril. Now to the right hand side, but another whistle on the play. So a little bit of a stop-start nature to this second chukker. This time it was Harper taking on Del Carril. Del Carril appealing for a foul. Ball went there for Elizalde, but it's going to go in favour of Park Place again. Elizalde just coming in front of James Harper. So penalty 2, 30-yard shot, and Park Place with another chance. So 2 successful 30s already in this game for Facundo, and a big chance here to make it 4-1. So Facundo with the penalty, straight through goalposts. He's got his third close penalty of the game to go with that field goal in the first by James Harper. Facundo so good, just taking his time. Beautiful swing through the center of the goal. It's just about 30 seconds remaining here in this second chukker. Ball is back in play. Who's going to pick it up? It's here now again with Elizalde. So no, that's Nico Perez. Oh, Nico, it's been stolen by Harper and now given to Matt Perry. Our first chance to see Perry with the run here. It's Matt Perry running away from any comers in defence. Matt Perry, England international. One more tap under the neck, through the goal, and the goal is scored. And Matt Perry makes it 5-1 here, Park Place. And they have come out meaning business, their debut in this year's British Open. And as we hear the buzzer go, let's hear it again for both sets of players. Park Place in a commanding lead, 5-1. Matt Perry combining with Harper. The team in blue meaning business. Strada taking control, taking it to the left-hand side. Has a look now towards the goals. It's there with Cedro Estrada. With Elizalde running to goal, looking for the quick double punch. Can he get there in time? It's there with Elizalde. What a beautiful finish there. The approach shot towards the goal. On the near side, bounce of the ball picked up. Still there with Cesar Crespo. Out the air, through the goal. Elizalde on the grey is a show with the next shot towards the goal. Beautiful goal. And that is on the back line. Clear yellow is the call by the umpires. It's Fran Elizalde with the shot towards the goal. The ball's fighting hard, brings away the ball. The umpires have a look, but they're happy, and it's going to be Cesar Crespo under pressure from Merlos. Leaves it now for Cedro Estrada. They're going to have time as well as Merlos all on his own. This will be the ideal way to end the first half. Merlos on the grey. He's clear through on goal. Santos Merlos with the tap out the air. One of the best plays of the game as well.
You are watching Park Place. Versus King Power, enjoyed it live on Cadre TV.
So Matt Perry, you see there, his opening goal there at the end of the last chukker. Winner of this tournament, Matt Perry. Previous times with Facundo Perez as well. They were part of that amazing team with Zakara a few years back, and always one of the best attacking players, and joined this year, as I say, these two players, Harper, also there in the pony lines, and Matt Perry, new to this Park Place stable of teams this time around. Gotta say, you've seen Park Place Vara yesterday, Hilario Joa and his side, they had their second defeat of the tournament, so that team under pressure, but Park Place, Andre Borodin and his side coming out flying in their Gold Cup debut. Matt Perry, you see there, like I say, how good he is at running away to goal. He's made a real name for himself over the years here in this Gold Cup. So players make their way back onto the field for this third Chukka. Park Place, 5-1 out in front. And it is that team play that you keep on seeing. It's Facundo Perez normally will pick it up with the aid of James Harper at the back. And then James Harper and Matt Perry, they split the field. Facundo Perez will hit the pass. And that is where they have been so effective in these first two Chukkas. Very hard to know exactly which one is coming. There's just too many of them at the moment. But King Power, one of the most impressive sides in the Queen's Cup. This new lineup, they didn't come into the season expecting this to be their quartet, so a really good effort so far. But we are back underway again. It's Facundo Perez stolen away this time, though, by Nico. Nico, winners of this tournament with Thai Polo in 2021 as well, so plenty of experience on this King Power side as he looked to send it down the ground, looking for top at the front, but the umpires bringing an early whistle to the field. In this third Chukka, it was Nico Perez creating the room for himself. They tried to play the advantage. Facundo it was getting himself across, and this is going to be a penalty up in the 40 yards mark. So big chance here, King Power. They need this one and make it 5-2. We've already seen Nico from this range. Like I say, normally it's so reliable, but he hit that first one from the 40-yard mark wide to the right. He has scored a 30, so we'll see what Nico can do. So Nico, the easy counter up, and what a strike that is by Nico Perez. Straight through the centre, this time makes no mistake whatsoever. King Power, they have number 2 on the board, and that 5 unanswered goals in succession for Park Place. That run now over. Players make their way back to the centre. Players back in the middle, then ball in play. Ends, remember, change after every goal is scored. So Facundo Perez picking it up now on Silhouetta in this third Chukka. Open Silhouetta, sends it down the ground. Did I tell you about how they send the runners? It's Perry, won't quite get there though. Ushered over the back line by Del Carril. They know each other very well, Hero Del Carril and Matt Perry. Teammates here for Dubai in the British Open, and over in Spain as well in the high goal season over in Sotogrande, coming up against each other in Park Place's first game here of the Open. It's sent out wide right now, looking for Nico Perez. Perez bringing the ball under control, using Del Carril as a blocker there on Facundo. Still here though with Nico, who takes on James Harper. James Harper applying the pressure, forcing Nico to a standstill. Facundo, he comes in. No love lost between those two brothers there, as it's left now for Elizoudi. Elizoudi takes it out left. Gives himself a little bit of time. Manuel Elizoudi, based just up the road at Madam's Farm this year. Manuel Elizoudi takes it into the 30. Under pressure, what a shot that is by Elizoudi. Look at that, and Elizoudi and King Power. Goal number 3 on the board. Their first field goal of this game. And Manu Elizoudi, we saw his brother Fran yesterday in a big performance for Green Gates, and he shows what he's capable of there as well. Getting round the corner, he comes back to the centre, his first goal of the afternoon, and suddenly the momentum just begins to swing a little bit. King Power What can they do? Can they get goal number 4? No, it's here now with Matt Perry. Matt Perry bringing it away here now for Park Place. Leaves it looking for his teammate Facundo Perez. Under pressure from top. Facundo takes it out to the right-hand side. Now faces Elizalde again. Elizalde waiting to see what he can do to put off the 10-goaler. For many, the best player in the world at the moment, Facundo Perez. He's one big cut shot away. Instead chooses to keep it close. Oh, he's met! He's met by Herod Del Carril. And Derek Del Carril now. And King Power could be gone. Instead, he just slows it down. Watch the runners down the ground. Top makes his way down. It's an overlap at the front. Behind him is his captain, Nico Perez. Nico Perez goes to a pass. Good play between Perez and Del Carril. It's Nico Perez with the neck shot. Look at that by Perez. What a goal! Nico Perez! And suddenly King Power. King Power have come out meaning business. What a play that was by Nico Perez. Everyone thought the pass had asked too much of him, but Nico Perez, what a finish that was under the neck through the goal. The crowd enjoyed it here at the ground. We are live as well on Calgary TV, all of the games throughout this tournament on the internet. Do let us know what you thought of that goal as well on social media if you are joining us there. But what a play, what a chucker. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for both sides as they go off and change halfway through the third. Both sides now beginning to run, beginning to go. It's a packed crowd here today at the Lawns. Big day here at Calgary Park. We are delighted to have you all viewing online as well. Like I said, we are on social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Please tell us what you think. But at the moment, it is King Power who have momentum and 4 unanswered goals if they get this penalty in just 3 minutes. And we could be all tied up here halfway through the third. All the big names of Polar Bear here. Eduardo Heggie. And brother as well, Pepe Heggie. The Heggies, multiple winners of this tournament. Of course, Cruz Heggie, son of Eduardo, has been playing as well frequently over the years. And on the ground, always hit it wide left again. Oof. They're having a look at the umpires. They feel like Park Place came out a little bit early, but what a chance that was. Very rare in this level. These players hit these chances wide, but King Power, they've let Park Place off the hook twice. Now what can Park Place do to take advantage? Here is James Harper. James Harper taking on Del Carril. Del Carril beat into it, and now they run, and it's the turn of Facundo Perez to run, taking on Elizalde at the back. Manuel Elizalde, he waits. Nico Perez, he goes back as well as Facundo. He's there. All of the Park Place players just surrounding their captain. Facundo leaves it now for James Harper. Oh, Del Carril again has stolen it. Watch for the runners. Nico Perez, he wanted it down to the right-hand side, and he will get it here in front of Matt Perry. Just glances behind him. Down the ground goes Del Carril, and Del Carril, he's beaten Harper. Herod Del Carril, just he was gone. Frustration there for the young number 4, Herod Del Carril. What a player he is, Herod Del Carril. We saw another one of these young Argentines in the number 4, Juan Martin Zubia for Vikings yesterday. And between him and Del Carril, very much vouching for that title of best number 4 in the tournament so far. But here now is Facundo Perez, a man who's been there and done it all. But there is Del Carril again, and he's found Elizalde on the run. Elizalde slows it down. Watch for Nico Perez in the center of the ground. Nico wants to pass. Elizalde thinks better of it with Facundo going back as well. Now he does send it long, but Nico's come back. You saw him just glance back there at his teammate Elizalde and said, why didn't you hit it earlier? He wanted the pass, it didn't come, so it's Facundo Perez now on the ball. Ball right there in the far side. A minute and a half just over remaining in this first half. You cannot take your eyes off this game as it's here now with Matt Perry. Stolen it away there from the attack of King Power, but coming back out there again is Nico Perez. Nico Perez taking it all the way back. Open backhand hit now, looking for one of his teammates, but reading it perfectly is Facundo. Facundo in between Del Carril and Elizalde. Look how Harper just takes away Del Carril to give Facundo Perez a bit more time. Now looking to open up the burner. He's got Top chasing him as well. Still here though with Facundo taking on all comers but couldn't get round Del Carril. Del Carril flicks a backhand pass but Facundo seems to be everywhere but draws the whistle of the umpires. Both sides thinking this one will go in their favor. Facundo Perez fighting with everything he had as it was stolen first by Del Carril. Given then to Elizalde, and it was Elizalde with the line. Facundo coming across. So another close penalty it will be. Just under a minute remaining in this first half. And we'll see a couple of 40s missed by Nico so far. And that is where the ball looks like it's going to be placed on the 40-yard mark. Facundo still protesting his innocence. It won't do anything. The umpires will not change. Just in this break as well, Polo Line TV also have an app, Polo Line TV app available on Google Play, Apple Store as well, bringing you up to date with all the news and highlights of these games. So Del Carril will be the player to tee this one up. So it is going to be a change in penalty takers here on this 40-yard penalty. Big chance, Geronimo Del Carril. So Del Carril with the 40-yard penalty. That is a beautiful strike by the number 4. Gerard Del Carril, and he ties us up here a minute to go here in this first half, and what a chucker and a half or so it has been. The game just took a little bit of time to warm up, but players really beginning to connect, really beginning to go. Players back in the middle. Looks like we will have time for one more play. The ball goes in and it's Del Carril who's gone again. It's Geronimo Del Carril taking on Harper, the two number 4s coming together. England international leaning hard into Del Carril. So it's going to be picked up now by Perez. Perez behind him is Elizalde. Still though, Nico Perez to the left-hand side of Matt Perry. Matt Perry can't get him. It's Nico Perez fighting his way towards the goal. Desperate defense as we hear the first buzzer go. It's still there on the doorstep. Elizalde with the shot towards the goal. Oh, it's blocked on the doorstep, but over the line the goal is scored. And that will be the end of the third chukker. And 5 goals by King Power takes them into the lead. 6 goals to 5. It was Elizalde who got the final touch. Facundo Perez right on the line, couldn't keep it out. Ladies and gentlemen, you're part of the match here at the ground. If I could please ask you all to make your way out onto the ground. What a first half it has been. Swinging in roundabouts, and it's King Power who leads 6 goals to 5. And at the halfway point here online as well, with King Power leading 6-5, we will go to an interview with the coach of Dubai, Lolo Castagnola, with some interesting insight to how that Dubai team will be going into that 3 o'clock game here on Calgary TV.
Y la verdad que hay chicos que juegan muy bien al polo en Argentina y vienen jugando, y dijimos son los potenciales que van para arriba, y bueno, y cada partido van a ir aprendiendo, y nos puede faltar un poco de experiencia en algunas cosas, pero yo creo que nos jugamos a que vayamos avanzando todos, cada partido aprender un poquito más, ¿no? Por eso lo armamos. Yo creo que mejoran. Lo que más les pido es orden, defensa, que es una cosa que los chicos de repente no se fijan mucho y es lo principal. Y que tengan orden, que después la jugada sale sola. Obvio que muchas veces necesitas algunas cosas más, pero el orden y el sistema es lo que le pedimos siempre. Después a veces sale y a veces no sale, ¿no? No, la Copa de Oro después del Abierto Argentino y de Hurlingham vendría a ser la más importante con la Queens, y el US Open son de las copas más importantes que hay. El polo acá en Inglaterra después de Argentina es lo más grande que hay. Es una cosa de loco lo que pasa acá. Los equipos, las organizaciones, los caballos, todo. La verdad que me gusta venir a Inglaterra y ver la competición que hay, es impresionante. Así que la Copa de Oro va a ser la copa más importante que voy a vivir yo cuando ganaron los chicos. Te diría, el Abierto una cosa de locos, pero la que me marcó mucho fue la Copa de Oro acá cuando ganaron los chicos que eran chicos. Imagínate lo que significa para mí. Son bravísimos todos los partidos. Nosotros hoy vinimos con lista de repetición. Nunca sabés por dónde va a pasar, por dónde va a salir. Son partidos que son finales. No es que vos venís y jugás todos los partidos y venís y decís, hoy me la llevo arriba. Tenés que venir a repetir todos los partidos, todos los equipos. Y bueno, el candidato, fíjate cómo ganó Monsanto la Copa de la Reina. Si querés, al principio no era candidato y la ganó sólido, un equipazo. Y capaz que antes del torneo no era candidato. Y bueno, y ahora ellos son candidatos, pero ellos van a tener que jugar muchos partidos bravos. Son todos candidatos. Todos tienen la posibilidad de ganar.
Plays back in the centre, and it is here with Juan Martin Zubia. Zubia running away now for the Vikings, looking to get goal number 4 for his side. Slows it down, he knows he's got the time. Juan Martin Zubia, a little bit of a bounce on the ball, but nothing that puts him off. Juan Martin Zubia with the score, straight up Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh picks it up, across comes Pablito Perez. Pablito Perez and the umpires are happy as Perez, look how he just scoops it out the air, picks up the bounce of the ball. Pablito Perez, a stick and ball through the goal for the 9-goaler. Pablito Perez, and we all tied again. Get round now, the defender in Pablito Perez, across crumbs Araja. Raja, the umpires had a look, but they're happy there of him on the offside. Oh, Zubia, he's stolen it away. It's Juan Martin Zubia. Can Araja get back to him? It's Juan Martin Zubia on his own out in front. Araja coming back. Zubia with the offside shot, with the near side shot through the goal. A beautiful finish there by Juan Martin Zubia. Half as Juan Martin Zubia slows it down, taps it to the inside there of Mucio. Mucio waiting, but it's still there with Zubia. Zubia with a shot, a beautiful shot. Oh, it's against the post and goes over the goal line. Beautiful finish there by Juan Martin Zubia. Teammate Pablito Perez at the back, spinning it round, still under pressure from Baim. Just takes it forward. Now still with Pablito Perez. Zubia, he waits. Pablito Perez just tapping it into the danger zone. Now goes Pablito Perez, picks up the bounce of the ball. Can he tie it up? Pablito Perez, next shot towards the goal. Beautiful finish there by Pablito Perez. All he needed was a little bit of...
You're watching Park Place. Versus King Power, enjoyed it live on Cadbury TV.
So you see there, Facundo Perez and Matt Perry in the tent. I think they're a bit taken aback. 5-1 up. They were in that third chukker, and suddenly, out of nowhere, King Power came out flying. Herodel Carril in particular, towards the end of that first half, really came more and more into contention. So that Park Place side, with it all to do. Score progression, like you can see, 2-1 Park Place led at the end of the first. It was 5 unanswered goals they got, making it 5-1. And then look at that flip in the third chukker. King Power 6-5. They're leading at this halfway point. Really interesting listening to Lolo and his interview in between the chukkers there, obviously coaching that Dubai side. He speaks about how they like to run, they like to go. Their best form of winning is attacking. Best form of defense is attack, that age-old adage. And you will see that at 3 o'clock. Hector Castagnola just goes all over the ground, using those youngsters with him. Fearless play, Rashid Awadi. Then young Laule and Ben Ceron, a trio of young Argentine players making their mark on the sport. But out here, still plenty to go in the first game of the day, the Jack Gannon Trophy here. So we have a look at the stats. Been a fair few penalties, but the throw-in's been dominated by Park Place. One too many fouls, you would say, though, by Park Place, but they've been lucky. because two 40-yarders missed. That is not something you see every day. But 5-4, no yellow cards, plenty of tough riding off. Facundo and Nico, they may be brothers, but they are not giving either one or the other any space at all. Great also to have James Harper back. He did suffer an injury in the final of the Prince of Wales earlier on in the year. Missed large chunks of that Queen's Cup tournament as well, but he's back here in the Gold Cup. And two-time winner of this tournament, famously, of course, with the Hambries and their El Romanzo side. But he's so good in that number 4 position. That is what really see Facundo just getting a bit of work there in the sidelines. Over the years here in the Gold Cup, we've often seen Facundo playing deep as the number 4 in his side, and the word was Park Place wanted to make more of his attacking capabilities. Made his name, of course, as a number 1 in Argentina coming up, reaching 10 goals while still in his teens. Just getting those running repairs there. Facundo Perez. And we are actually delighted to go live here to an interview with Eduardo Hegui.
Hi everyone. We are here with none other than Russo Hegui, enjoying here the season, the English season, the Gold Cup. What can you tell about this season, Russo?
It's been amazing, no? Many good teams, great organizations, incredible Quiz Cup, and now we're enjoying the Gold Cup, the British Open, here at Cowdrey with an amazing setup and two very good teams competing. No, a good start for Park Place, the first 2 chakras, no, and now King Power they came back and they're ahead. So looking forward for the next 3 chakras.
I don't know if we are getting old, probably,
For sure.
but they're full of kids everywhere in every team, or not?
See, they are 15 years old playing, 16 years old, and many they've been coming. Also, the last few seasons, no, it's great because the future of the polo is amazing, and the level of the organization, 17 teams in the Queen's Cup, and many teams that they are trying to get ready for the next year already, no. Mm-hmm. So the polo we're in a good way.
Well, I don't steal you more time. The players are getting back to the field. Let's keep enjoying this game.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Russo. Back to you, John.
So how great it is to see Russo Hegui back here in the grandstands. So say his son, Cruz Hegui. The Hegui legacy is safe, that is for sure. Antonio Hegui playing up this year with Black Bears as well. Black Bears, they played their first game against UAE. Defeated in that game, but it's great to see the Heguis back here playing a Cowdrey game this year in that interview with Eduardo Russo Hegui. We've mentioned a couple of times that these young backs playing in this tournament this year, Herod Del Carril, one of those. Juan Martin Zubia, so good yesterday in that win for the Vikings. And if they do want to see how the game is played in that number 4 possession, we know Eduardo Hegui very much the man to watch over the years for India's Chaplafo teams. The players beginning to make their way back onto the field of play now for the 4th chukka. Few horses to look out for in this 4th chukka. Look for the grey of James Harper there, Desiree. Again, a horse we see over and over again. Facundo Perez, Fina Sandy. Again, one of the flyers we see on these Best Playing Pony awards year after year. Manuel Elizalde, this is one of his horses he's on. This chucker, Lady Gaga. Manuel Elizalde, the number 2. So it is 6-5 in favour of King Power. Bull ready to get thrown back in. Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats, watch again. We are underway, the 4th chukker now, and you cannot separate these two sides. Here now is Facundo Perez. Facundo on Fina Sandy. Just taking it underneath the pony there of Tops Driven Apraba. Left now for James Harper. Watch for the runners at the front. Matt Perry, though, coming in now, leaving it for Facundo. Oh, a couple of King Power players drawn in, and there's an overlap now with Facundo, who waits. Facundo has Harper to the left-hand side. Matt Perry taking away the man and making his way down the centre of the ground. Still here, Facundo Perez drawing in Elizalde, drawing that whistle. Elizalde not happy, but the whistle was blown, and this one is going to go down the ground in favour of Park Place. Facundo Perez taking control, had the ball on the offside. Elizalde came in, had no play on it, so it's going to be a penalty for 60-yard shot. For the sharp-eyed amongst you, in the past, from a 60-yard shot, the defending players had to stand on the 30-yard mark. This time, for the safety of both players and horses, you will see them 10 yards further back on the 20. But a big chance here for Facundo Perez. 100% so far. Close range, all from the 30-yard point. But as we've seen in this game, these penalties certainly not a given. Facundo Perez just getting that horse into an easy motion. Fina Sandy always so well mounted here in these tournaments for Perez brothers. Not only Facundo, but Nico as well. Facundo Perez, it's got the height, but it's wide to the left-hand side. Watch out behind the goal mouth. Keep a memento of the bull, but it's gone wide to the left. So rare penalty miss, this time from Facundo. And Del Carril, he will come again. Del Carril with the tap. Going straight to him there is Facundo Perez. I was talking at the halfway point on the TV how he's just playing further forward in these teams this year as Matt Perry comes across. Perry turning it round. Perez wanted the foul, but it doesn't come. And it's Matt Perry. Herod Del Carril, he's got to be careful now. Perry drives it. Facundo Perez looks to go round. Watch Facundo Perez just urge for horse. Oh no, he's hit it wide. He's hit it wide. I can't believe it. Facundo Perez. He got that horse, Fina Sandy, right round the front. Del Carril could not keep up. But a rare mistake again from Facundo Perez. And 2 mistakes, 2 misses. King Power just still out in front. 6-5. 2 minutes played here in the 4th chukker. The British Open here, day 6 at Calgary Park. They're giving Facundo Perez another chance. They're going to come to regret this at some point as Facundo turns and faces 50 yards from goal. Dummies a big hit, takes it back right, takes it back left, leaves it now for James Harper. James Harper on Desiri, runs it into the defending player, draws another whistle. The wind does just begin to blow a little harder here on the ground. Facundo thinking better of it. Left it behind, and it's going to be a 30-yard shot in favour of Park Place. And he will take the penalty once again, but you'd fancy this one will be a tied game. So Facundo Perez perfect from this range so far. Let's see him come again here for Park Place. Facundo lines it up, just dribbles over the goal line. The goal is scored and Facundo Perez makes it 6-all. Players back to the centre of the ground. 6 times winners of this tournament, Facundo Perez. Last year with Park Place. 3 times with King Power alongside his brother Gonzalito. Gonzalo Perez, of course, their father, 10 goals. That's some serious bloodline for Perez's. But it's here now with Manuel Elizalde. Elizalde sends it out right. Lovely sporting play. We'll hear a round of applause for Matt Perry. He's stopped and picking up the whip of the opposition player there. How about that by Matt Perry whilst the game continues? Taking his time, but back on the ground as well. There is a whistle on the play. So we have a look on the instant replay. It was James Harper with the line coming across in front of him on the near side, thinking he had a play, was El Azoudi. The umpires just having a chat to confirm there was a bit of space. Because they do have third man with the advantage of the video replay. Coverage being brought as part of our live streaming on Calgary TV, produced by Polo Line TV. Please do buy your game passes online should you not be able to make Calgary for any of these matches. But it is a penalty shot in favour of Park Place. The space was not there, so it's here now with Facundo Perez. Facundo taking it up again to Nico and El Azoudi, who waits. El Azoudi, oh, look at the drive by Facundo. Plenty of distance, but he's not happy with the direction. That one's going to go harmlessly over the back line. And King Power able to come again. This game being played for the Jack Gannon Trophy, as we were talking about. At the halfway point, please do come the presentation area by the tents. Oh, just a whistle on the ground as King Power got going. So we have a look on the replay. Exactly what happened there may well have been something out of shot. You can't block the first player. So the umpires, as we saw on the video replay, Facundo Perez was coming to the hitter of the ball. You've got to give the first man coming in a clear run at the hitter. That was not done. So it's going to be a penalty for 60-yard shot. Chance here then for Facundo as this game continues, I should say, to go back and forth to make it 7-6. So Facundo Perez, oh, look at the power. It got a little deflection off his stick, but Facundo drove that one hard. The goal is scored, and King Power now find themselves behind. Park Place leads 7-6. And Facundo, so often his shots go up high over the goal. This time players were ducking. 7-6, Park Place lead this game. Ball not yet back in play. They will wait for a clear gap to form. Having a look to see now where that gap is. The ball now is back in play. Picked up now by Nico Perez. Nico and Facundo, the two Perez's going up against each other. Left behind, open backhand hit there by Matt Perry to nobody. So it's going to be here with Del Carril. Look at El Azoudi coming straight in there to Harper, taking him away. And it's going to be once again there with Del Carril. El Azoudi still fighting hard with James Harper. So it's left now for Del Carril. Nico Perez, he will come back behind. Matt Perry putting on the pressure. He's claiming he's got every right, and he did as well. And it's Facundo who's gone. Facundo Perez running away from Nico. Can Nico catch Facundo Perez as he makes his way into the 60? Facundo Perez with the run, with the tap, with the score. Facundo Perez, 8-6, Park Place lead. And I said at the beginning of this chuckle, when Facundo missed a couple of chances, they may well come to regret those. And 3 unanswered goals in this fourth chucker, 2 minutes remaining in it. And Park Place again with the momentum. Lovely play it was by Matt Perry here underneath the grandstand. Del Carril showed him far too much of a ball. The backhand was hit. Away went Facundo, and he did the rest. Now Del Carril out in front of Matt Perry, draws another whistle. Park Place not happy. The umpires are just asking for a look with the third man. We have a video replay as well. Matt Perry just got a little bit caught. He claims he had every right to go there on the near side for the hook. Del Carril felt he was obstructed, so it's up to the umpires now to make a decision here. You can't cross in front if there's a player coming down that line, so it's all about the amount of distance and the speed that was going. So as we have another look on the replay here, it's all about their weather. Del Carril just changed direction as he went to the left-hand side. Matt Perry felt he was able to do the hook. So the umpires continuing to chat. And they're actually going to give this one against King Power. Del Carril then changed direction, came left. He actually had Vinier's side shot, came across on the offside. Matt Perry had that line. So just as King Power thought they were going to get a chance, nothing seems to be going for them in this fourth chukker. 2 minutes remaining, and Facundo Perez making a real mark here at the moment, taking it up towards Nico, who waits. Nico gets the near side flick, but there's just one too many. Park Place players all the time at the moment. They send it down, looking for Perry at the front. Elizoudi, he's back. Elizoudi called for the open backhand, went for it, but another whistle just as Elizoudi went for the backhand. Matt Perry riding underneath the swing, feeling like he had the right of way here. Checked out of it, but he'd shown too much of a ball to Elizoudi. The ball ran over his front leg. So a spot hit penalty here in favour of King Power. Del Carril with the tap. Closing him down there is Facundo Perez. So he sends it out right straight away. Great blocking work done by Manuel Elizoudi to take away James Harper. Watch for Top down the centre of the ground, and Top gets delivered the pass by Elizoudi. Now comes Top Srivanapratha taking on Andre Borodin. The two number ones coming together. It's Top taking on Borodin. Top with the shot towards the goal, but wide to the right hand side. Big opportunity there for the number one. We've seen him have an impact on these games in the past. Top, the running polo, it enables his teams to play. Just stretching that play, but unable to convert this time round. So just entering final minute of this fourth chukker. Park Place, ball on the back line with Facundo. Facundo has James Harper coming back on. Dummied right, now goes left, but that opens up the field for Facundo Perez to the right-hand side. Nico Perez just took his eyes off it for a second. Now Facundo taking it up towards the halfway line. Matt Perry calls the pass. Oh, and just when it mattered most, you heard the groans from the stand. Facundo Perez stick broke. Oh, Del Carril over top. Facundo goes for it. You fancied his chances. He left it behind. Picked up now by Nico Perez. Nico Perez still not giving up the chase with the broken mallet is Facundo Perez. Anyone else would go off and change. Facundo knows he's more than capable, but it's left behind, appealing for a foul, and the umpires do blow the whistle. Spot hit white is the call. It was Del Carril who came away with it. James Harper coming underneath the swing. So time for one more play here in this fourth chukker. 3 unanswered goals for Park Place. And it's going to be here with Del Carril. Del Carril with the tap. Watch for Nico Perez. He's just surveying the situation. Now he makes a move. First left, now he goes right again, but still here with Del Carril. Facundo Perez just caught a little bit there. It's good work by Top down the ground as well, blocking away the man. So Del Carril takes it up towards Facundo Perez. Hit left now, looking for Nico Perez. Nico now with some space. Seconds remaining here in this fourth chukker. How they could do with this one. There goes the first buzzer. Next shot down the ground, but into the pony there of James Harper. So it's going to be now with Matt Perry. Perry takes control. Ooh, he just about gets away with it, but Facundo Perez coming behind. Let's hear it. That is the end of the fourth chukker, and it's a good one for Park Place. They lead this game 8-6. So as we just have a look on the instant replay, Perry was actually okay. He chose to leave the ball. Facundo Perez came across. So we'll be underway in the fifth with a penalty to King Power. As we go off for the chukker break, a chance to relive Cesar Crespo's beautiful goal for Green Gates yesterday and their victory against Park Place Vara. Cadra as a blocker, and now turning around and facing, and Elizoudi looks to go. He's got the speed to get round Henry Noon. Now he looks for Cesar Crespo to stretch the play, and Crespo has gone here for Green Gates. It's Crespo with the approach shot towards the goal. On the near side, bounce to the wall, picked up still there with Cesar Crespo. Out the air, through the goal, and what an opening chukker this has been by Green Gates. They have stormed away into a 3-goal lead.
Max power, I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose, set it on faster than ever. If I ever lose, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster.
You are watching Park Place. Versus King Power, enjoyed it live on Cadre TV.
Welcome back. Players beginning to come out now for this fifth chukker. A packed day here at Lawns. We are so happy to welcome everyone from the Midhurst community. And we will be underway with a penalty to 30-yard shot. Couple of horses to watch out for here in this fifth chukker. Nico Perez, he is out there on Imperible in this fifth chukker. James Harper back on L'Oreal. So with that foul against Facundo, it will be a penalty to 30-yard shot, Del Carril. So Herod Del Carril coming back round to take this 30. Easy swing through the centre of the goal. So we have 2 chukkers left in this game. 8 goals to 7. A narrow margin. We've already seen Park Place put a convincing lead once between these two sides. King Power came back. 5 goals they scored in the third chukker, the team in white. So we know they can go on one of these runs, but here now comes Del Carril again. Del Carril chooses just to slow it down, sends it long, down the ground. Top wants to pass, Top on the near side, he gets there, it's Top driven Apraba. Has he just sent it a little bit wide to the right? He has. In comes Facundo Perez, tail backhand. Watch for Borodin at the front. Borodin calling for the pass. Andre Borodin now on Miss Mundo coming across in front of Del Carril. Andre Borodin making his way down the ground here for Park Place. Borodin with the shot, picks up the first time and the second time, but just beats him on the third. And now here comes Del Carril again. Herod Del Carril up against former teammate Matt Perry. Or just the little dummy beat them all ends up to the left-hand side and sends it long. And it's for chance at Top again. Being chased all the way back here by Borodin. All bounce of a ball. Just proves too Top. Plenty of opportunities though for these two number ones on their side as the ball gets brought round left here by Facundo Perez. Straight under pressure again from Del Carril, who's getting plenty of early work done here in this fifth chukker. Facundo Perez, though, turns round and face. Remember, this is the first game we've seen Park Place playing in this Gold Cup. King Power have already played one 1-1. And how a second victory would put them in a strong position going into the knockout stages in a couple of weekends' time. As it's here now with Matt Perry again. Perry, scorer of 1 field goal already in this game, leaves it behind. Who's backing him up? It's here now with Del Carril calling for a foul. The umpires once again obliging as all the players come into a crowd there on the far side. And it's going to go in favour of King Power. And it is going to be Del Carril. Just a reminder again of what the King Power team, it was going to be Gonzalito Perez and actually Will Harper, the son of James Harper, you see out there, but the injury to Gonzalito Perez forced the change, and it was confirmed just last week he will be out for the rest of the high goal season. That is why you see Del Carril and Elizoudi. Oh, Elizoudi gives it straight to his teammate Nico Perez. He puts his hand on the helmet, that will tell you. The whistle has been blown. windy conditions here at Calgary, so you do really have to keep an ear out for the whistles and the buzzers as they go, but you can see there it was Nico Perez coming across the line on the replay. So this game just getting a little scrappy here in this fifth chukker. Both sides know a really important time in this game to try and give yourself a big advantage going into the sixth and final chukker. The Jack Gannon Trophy being awarded after the game. We then have the Midhurst Town Cup, 3 o'clock, Dubai. Heta Castagnola taking on Queen's Cup finalists La Magdalene. But let's not think about that one yet. We've still got plenty of action to go here. And it's going to be a 40-yard penalty in favour of Park Place. Looking to put some daylight once again in between the two sides. So Facundo just for one penalty missed so far today. That one was from the 60. 100% records from the 30-yard spot for him so far, as well as that one beautiful 60 he hit last time round as well. So see what he can do as he comes round. Takes his penalty for Park Place. Facundo Perez, oh, it's along the ground and it's just snuck inside the right-hand goalpost there for a moment. You thought it had been blocked by the oncoming Nico Perez, but Facundo, straight off, change pony, comes back on a fresh one. As I said earlier, these players, they will be here with up to 12, 15 horses each in this game. Facundo Perez coming back on another one. You see plenty of his horses and Nico's as well. They start with Open in front. That is their breed out in Argentina, the Elliston breed. As it's here now with Facundo Perez. Facundo taking on first Top, and now Del Carril who waits. Facundo Perez to his right-hand side comes Top. 9-7 halfway through the fifth. Still here with Facundo. They're all trying to get him, but they can't get the ball off him. Look at that by Facundo Perez, who brings it round. He's taking them all. Oh, look at that, Facundo playing tennis with it out the air on the near side. Oh, wide. Wide to the left-hand side. He was looking for the highlight reel. Facundo Perez just scoops it up. It's hard enough when that ball is on the ground, let alone out the air, but he made that one look easy as he ran through. And it's going to be a knock-in here for King Power, just holding on here in this fifth chukker. Herod Del Carril to the left-hand side in some space. Nico Perez again. If I send your eyes to the direction of Manuel Azaldi doing all of the blocking work there, that is why Perez had so much room, and now it's Top out in front being chased by Borodin. Top chooses to slow it down. Look at the experience. Oh, he just sends it onto the inside as well, like a high goal player. It's Top's from an Apraba with the next shot pass, looking for Del Carril, just left short. And here now in defence is Harper. Tail backhand now, looking for Matt Perry. Matt Perry, end-to-end this polo. And it's Matt Perry who's got away. He's being chased now by Nico Perez. Matt Perry, his horse, gives him a little hop and a skip and a jump. Oh, big defensive play by Nico Perez. The backup's fair. It's Facundo now. Facundo looking for 10. It's Facundo. He's going to get 10. Facundo Perez scores a goal. Wonderful work by Matt Perry. Nico Perez came back flying, but his older brother Facundo was left all alone behind him. Picked up the run of the ball, came through. Nico Perez tried in vain. 10-7. Park Place. That is goal number 8 for Facundo Perez. Like I mentioned, a lot of the thinking behind this change in lineup was how they could get Facundo further up in the ground. That is why you've seen James Harper, one of the top backs in World Polo in this team this year, pushing Facundo further up. And 8 goals to his name so far this afternoon. 8 of the 10. Then a field goal each for both Matt Perry and James Harper early on in the game as well. That is why they're in such a commanding position. But don't count out King Power yet. We saw those 5 goals they got in the third. They've got to believe they can come again with a ball there. Oh, it's a lovely drive by Nico Perez. It's on the doorstep, but wide to the left-hand side. Big chance for Perez. Nico this time round. Ball back on the back line. The Jack Gannon Trophy being played here at Calgary Park. Facundo. Facundo leaves it behind him. No, he doesn't. Chooses to keep it going. He's got Elizalde applying the pressure. Nico Perez, he's not far away as well. As it's still here now with Facundo. Oh, he's gone round the outside again. It is Facundo. Look at that horse just flatten out, but he's beaten by the bounce of a bull. It goes up over the boards on the far side. King Power mightily relieved there that Facundo was stopped in his track, and they're going to go. Facundo, he's got to be careful. He's coming back from an offside position. He couldn't make a play there as he picks up the ball now in front of Del Carril. The umpire's happy as Facundo turns it back round. Maybe they're not happy second time round. A bit of a belated whistle there. You saw there Del Carril appealing for the foul. Facundo saying it was there for him. The umpires continuing to talk there on the field. I think you've seen a yellow flag come out, so this one's actually a little bit too much talking being done by that King Power side. So a technical penalty given against King Power. Frustration for the team in white. They felt like they had the foul, and they felt so strongly they decided to tell the umpires exactly what they thought as well, and that is why the penalty has been given against them, and it's gone all the way up as well. It looks like it's going to be a penalty too, 30-yard shot. So a big chance here for Park Place to make it 11-7. As I've mentioned a couple of times, a great game yesterday at Brooks Game. Green Gates, their first game in the Gold Cup, not only this year, but their first ever game here in the British Open. Nour Khadra and his side brother of Manuel Elizalde, Fran, Cedro Estrada and Cesar Crespo. We've seen some of those highlights in this game. We will be hearing an interview conducted yesterday with Nour Khadra in between the chukkers. Facundo Perez, easy as you like, through the goal. It is scored, and it is 11-7. The second time we have seen Park Place with a 4-goal lead this afternoon. Can they hold on to it this time? We will see. Players come back to the center of the ground. Umpires line them up. King Power waiting. They need to get one here. Can they get one before the end of a chukker? There, though, is Matt Perry putting pay to that idea, but he's giving the ball straight back to Nico Perez. Look how Nico comes back round for his side here. Now, he's got Elizalde doing the block on Harper. He's got Herod Del Carril. This play is good. It's set up well as we hear the first buzzer go. Here now is Matt Perry in defence for Park Place. Coming up and not giving up the chase there was Elizalde. It's still there with Matt Perry on the near side, on the offside. Bringing it away now is the England player Matt Perry. Reaching out in front of Elizalde, but look at Elizalde pushing all the way. Elizalde and Matt Perry has it on the near side. Taking it up into the 60s. Got seconds remaining. The ball going up over the back line. Let's hear for both sides. That's the end of the fifth chukker. And what a chukker it was for Park Place. 11-7. And as I mentioned here, as we go into the chukker break, we will have that interview with Nour Khadra, victorious yesterday with his Green Gate side.
Honestly, it's surrounding yourself with the best people possible and picking the right people that want to win as much as you. You need to find the people that want to win, that are hungry, and with that, even maybe let's say you have less horses than Park Place, you can win against a team like Park Place. The Gold Cup, outside of the Argentine Open, I think is the best polo tournament in the world to win, the British Open. That is, to be honest, unbeatable. Even it's you can almost compare it to Palermo because they're two different things, and it means a lot, both tournaments, and I hope we have a proper chance to lift that one up.
Here's a couple of the highlights. Some running goals. That was Laulé. Here's Heta. Glances over his right shoulder, left shoulder, goes right again, realises that he's got all the time in the world to steady the pony, and he doesn't often miss from there. Here he is around the corner, just a bit casual there, and some good work from Vizcacha. Goes across the goal, switches to the near side, opens up the backhander. That's an absolute beauty, isn't it? And watch this from Heta. A tap and a whack. boom. Going, going, going. One bounce.
You are watching Park Place versus King Power. Enjoy it live on Cowdrey TV.
So, one chukker remaining in this game. There was a yellow card, as I mentioned, given to King Power. Nico Perez was the player drawing the wrath of the umpires. It was an interesting one. He felt that Facundo Perez was coming back from an offside position when he came back on a fresh pony, whilst there was a drop in. But rules state, if a player in the correct position makes a play at the ball on a drop in, nobody is offside. So that is why the play was allowed to continue, and Nico, in his protestations, drew the yellow card. So King Power, they need to go again. We've seen them 4 goals down at the beginning of the third chukker. They ended that one a goal to the good. So do not give up on this white team yet, as it's here with Nico Perez. Behind him now comes Del Carril again. Look to your left-hand side how Manuel Elizalde takes Facundo Perez out the play, allowing his teammates for open space away from the 10-goal Park Place captain. So there it's up to Matt Perry instead. Matt Perry taken out of it by Del Carril. Still here with Nico Perez. Nico, just appealing for a foul. His horse just cheated him a little bit there. Matt Perry now gives it to Harper. Harper and Matt Perry, the 2 England players, combining once again. Facundo Perez, look how he just marshals the team. He knew exactly where Matt Perry was, but the umpires drawing play to a stop here in front of the grandstand. Nico's got to be a little bit careful as he talks to the umpires as we have a look on the instant replay. Matt Perry claiming a hit behind the saddle, and that is what the umpires gave. So it's just what King Power didn't need. It's a penalty shot and it's close. It's going to be a 40 or a 30 in favour of the blue shirts. Do of course have to go shoulder to shoulder in these ride-offs, but safety of both player and horse paramount in that, and Matt Perry was just caught behind the saddle. That is why there's a penalty in favour of Park Place and Facundo Perez from this kind of area. You fancy this one's going to be goal number 12. So Facundo, it's just inside. King Power claiming it was wide left, but the umpires and the goal judge, they are happy. Facundo Perez again, that ball just getting caught a little bit in the wind, but it snuck inside the goalpost. So Park Place, they lead this game now, 12 goals to 7, and it's another one for Facundo. I believe that's goal number 10 for the captain. Looking to go again, but the umpires this time stop him in his tracks. King Power, they have had a victory in this tournament, so they still have plenty of chance to be one of the teams who progress into the quarterfinals just in a couple of weekends' time. La Magdalene and Dubai, the 3 o'clock game, both of them as well winners of their opening games, so those two sides coming in with form, and 2 of the sides fancied to go all the way in this tournament as well. So here comes Del Carril. They know goals could be important, so they're going to keep on going here as the ball falls to the left-hand side of Elizalde. So I know Nico Perez. Perez fighting for the space, has a look towards the goal. He's 70 yards out. Matt Perry fighting hard with him here now is Del Carril. Del Carril to the right-hand side of Nico Perez and Matt Perry. Perry, oh look, a little flick backhand played there, but it's going to come again. Here now is Perez. Borden has no play on the ball. He's got to get out of the way quickly as it's here still with Nico. In comes Matt Perry. Matt Perry gives it straight back though to Del Carril. There now is Facundo. The defense is so strong by Park Place. As it's here again with Nico Perez. We seem to be replaying this one time and time again as Nico Perez makes his way now. We've seen him get a neck shot from this kind of angle. Look at the near side backhand. Oh, how about that from Nico Perez finding top that near side backhand. From the impossible angle, Nico Perez. I thought he was going to go for a neck shot, but he had other ideas. Reaching out, finding that near side backhand, put it right on the doorstep. I'm not sure we'll see here. Top did indeed get the finishing touch. So the goal is scored by Top. His first goal of the game. He did need to finish it off as well because it was going to stop in front of a goal. So good finish there. And 12 goals to wait. There's still time in this British Open game. But King Power, they need to get going quickly here. Ball deflects for Del Carril. Del Carril couldn't quite reach behind him, but he had the backup there. Firstly by Elizalde and now by Nico Perez again. Nico Perez has a look at the ball below him. Facundo Perez taken out of it by Elizalde. Sends it out right now, looking for Del Carril here in defense. Oh, James Harper nearly made a mess of it, but came back. Gets control of the ball, takes the ball out towards the Rathbones, and Rathbones sign on the far side as it's still here with Facundo. What a game he has had. Facundo Perez, right since the word go, has controlled everything for this Park Place side, as it's here now with Del Carril though and King Power. They're looking to make it 12 goals to 9. Here comes Del Carril, leaves the ball behind, backhand played, and now it's going to be Matt Perry on the turn. Matt Perry coming back there quickly was Elizalde. He gets a hook out of nowhere, and now it's going to be a chance for King Power, bringing it back round, and it's Nico Perez. Nico Perez just got stuck. There's Del Carril. I think there's a whistle. He's claiming a goal. He wants a goal. The umpire's having a look, and it is a goal. So let's hear for King Power. 12 goals to 9. They are not out of this game yet. 3 minutes to play. And they've already come back from this deficit once. It was Del Carril coming through. The umpire's happy for the goal to stand. Look how quickly Nico Perez comes back. They won't wait for all of them. So they've got to be careful not to be caught offside here, Park Place. And they do make it back in time. The umpires will count to 25 and the ball goes back in play. But it's here now with Elizalde. Can they make it 12 goals to 10? It's Manu Elizalde who goes again. Elizalde with a shot down the ground, looking for Top on the near side. Matt Perry, he's got to get the backhand, and he does. But Elizalde comes back onto the play. Manu, he's got Nico Perez behind him. Nico now, they've got to be careful not to give away the foul, as Del Carril just taps it up into the 40. The whistle not yet gone, as Del Carril's there again. Matt Perry comes away. Is that the play for Matt Perry? Oh, stolen back off him again. Here is Herod Del Carril. 2.5 minutes left. If they get a goal here, it's still game on. It's Del Carril. Leaves it now for Elizalde. Elizalde here for King Power. Oh, Facundo Perez. He gets a defensive play. Elizalde with the backhand, but it's gone wide. It's gone wide to the right-hand side. Is that the chance that King Power needed? We will see. 2 minutes left in this game, the British Open, the debut of the champions. Park Place, they lead 12 goals to 9, 3 times winners. King Power under pressure. Oh, in comes Elizalde. I think there's been a whistle. We can't hear it here in the grandstand, but by the way in which the players are going, it looks like there's been a whistle. I think Elizalde felt there they needed a goal. He thought he'd go for it anyway, so frustration. He's protesting his innocence there, but I don't think the umpires are going to change their mind. And it's going to go further down still as well. It was Nico Perez, sorry, not Elizalde who came in. And Nico Perez, he has had a yellow already. Got to be a little bit careful. We have a look on the replay here on the screen. Nico went in to meet Facundo. So, penalty for 60-yard shot. And is that enough for King Power at this point? Sorry, for Park Place. So 60-yard penalty. Facundo Perez telling his team players to do the teeing up for him. Facundo drives it hard, and he has found the goalpost. 30. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. The flag was waving. Hold your applause. Remains 12 goals to 9. The clock continues to tick. We are in the final minute and a half. King Power need something special. They're getting going quickly here, looking for Del Carril. Don't foul him. Park Place is for cool. You just saw James Harper move out the way, allowing Del Carril the time. And the groans of a crowd, that will tell you here that is that for King Power. Facundo Perez taking on Nico, but he's giving it straight back to Top. Top coming back, but Facundo was quick. It's left behind by all of them for Del Carril. Del Carril deflects off the pony of Harper. Harper comes back round, leaves it behind. Matt Perry reaches in. Frantic defense here from King Power. From Park Place, they want to give nothing away as King Power get the ball now. Just 5 yards or so from goal. Still fighting hard. There was Facundo Perez. So, we'll see which way this one goes. It looks like it's going to go against Park Place as round came Nico Perez. Under his swing was caught his older brother Facundo. So if they can get this goal, get back to the line out quickly, get a penalty out of the line out, and then suddenly the pressure is on. That is what King Power need. The penalty hit by Del Carril. The goal is scored. 12 goals to 10. So like I say, King Power, they still have a chance. They need to get a foul out this lineup because that clock, it is already ticking again. We're in the final 30 seconds, but get a foul. Get back quickly. 12 goals to 10. Players in the center of the ground. The ball goes in play. In comes Del Carril and Matt Perry. He's got it. Matt Perry takes it away. Oh, hooked away by Del Carril. Del Carril has Nico Perez making the run down the ground. Still here now with Del Carril, just slowing the boards down on the boards. I've heard a whistle off the play. I think the bell might have gone. The bell has gone, so again the wind just making it hard to hear, but let's hear it. The bell has gone, and it is victory for Park Place. They win the opening game of the Midhurst Town Cup Day here at Cowdrey Park. Let's hear it again for both sides. What a comeback it was by King Power. But Park Place, the reigning champions, held strong. They come away the winners, 12 goals to 10. Please do hang around for presentation here right by the grandstand. 3 o'clock, your next game. La Magdalena, Pablo McDonough take on Heto Castagnola and Dubai. What a game that will be. But from this first game, a massive thank you. Enjoy the refreshments. Make your way back.
To the areas behind the goal out there on launch ground number 1. Undergoing all their food, coffee, refreshments. Enjoy your day here at Cowdrey Polo Club. We are delighted to welcome the local Midhurst community.
So what a performance it was in the end by Park Place. Just in the third chuck, it looked like King Power may have the momentum and a swing, but Facundo Perez, what a performance he had. 10 of the 12 goals scored by Facundo and his Park Place side. We'll have a look at the stats for highlights as well here before we leave you from this first game. Facundo, Andre Borodin, he looked happy. He had that one play, if you remember, early on in this game, taking away the men, hitting the backhand, that score progression. It's an interesting reading. 5-1, Park Place led at the end of the second. They looked in control at that time, then King Power came back strong. 6-5 they led. But from there on in, Park Place, they turned the screw. Facundo Perez got more and more influential as the game went on. 12-10, running out for winners. It looked like King Power near the end may have a chance, but they just missed that one chance with a couple of minutes remaining, which would have made it a 2-goal game at that point as well. But as the players go off and change, we will have highlights for you. See Ash Price there, part of that Park Place setup, going up and congratulating the captain, Facundo. He looks happy with his day's work. Juan Britos in the pony lines as well, no doubt. Part of this lineup as well. Saw Park Place Vara, they played yesterday. The two teams of Park Place, Andre Borodin and his daughter Vara Borodina. Unfortunately, Vara unable to play yesterday. But Facundo Perez, a big smile on his face. There is Juan Britos, part of the Park Place side that won the US Open recently alongside Hilario Ajua. They're coming into the screen. You see The two 10-goalers in the Park Place stables just congratulating each other. But Facundo really taking the plaudits down there, and he deserved it, both from the penalty spot. He did miss 160, but from close range and on the run as well, just so effective as he went. His brother Gonzalito would have been watching in the King Power tent as well. Unfortunately unable, he is out of this tournament. Nico Perez, he will come again. As well, we see Polito Perez, the cousin as well, part of Talendrakas. They need to come back in their second game strong. Great game as well by Matt Perry, coming in to the Park Place lineup this time around, alongside England international James Harper. As we have a look now at some of the highlights, and it was Facundo Perez you saw fighting his way through there, and that really was the story of the game. That was a game, the goal that put this one really beyond them. As you see Facundo Perez, this made it 10 goals to 7, and when you have a 3-goal gap again, very rarely will a player like Facundo let that one lie. Running through this time as well, being chased all the way. You can put as much pressure on as you want. Facundo Perez with the tap, and he's so good at how he just gets the ball straight through the center of the goal. But we saw some great moments. This was Nico Perez on that next shot. He was set up by Heredel Carrel, finding the angle. He made no mistake. What a beautiful finish that was as well. They definitely had their moments, King Power. This was Elizalde fighting his way through on this occasion, the big neck shot, and that was the beginning of the comeback for them as well. Just in that third chukker, they ended that one with 5 goals in as many minutes, but Matt Perry as well had his moments. Perry in the number 2 shirt, running away to goal. We've seen that sight over the years here at Calgary Park as Matt Perry continues to make a force. The other English player on the team, James Harper on the near side, this was the opening goal for his side, picking up the pass from Perez. It was on that occasion the 2 near side shots. And those are the highlights of the game. 12 goals to 10. Park Place lead. James Harper, that same goal on the near side, so good in those positions. So